Hello and welcome to the first Movie Bug Movie Talks live stream. It's really cool to be here. It's so exciting to have everyone here. But today, of course, the exciting thing about these is every week I am going to be joined by a guest. And today I am being joined by a great YouTuber and author. I can see him laughing. Mr. Alex Pitt, welcome.
Hello, James. Hello, everyone in the comments. Thank you so much for having me. It's amazing to be here.
Oh no, it's a pleasure. It's so very exciting to have you. You know, you've been such a great supporter and such a great friend over the last year. It's fantastic to have you as my first guest.
Yes, it's exciting.
And we got a lot of people here, actually. We've got a lot of people. I am going to have to pick and choose over some of the comments today, I think. But we've got Film Flick here. He was here very early. We got Ollie. We've got Jake. A lot of really cool people here. And of course, I just see pop up down here. I want to bring his name up, Mr. Filmmaker.
Hello, Lucas.
But yeah, I'm sorry if I've dragged anyone away from the old Boris's announcement.
I'm sure we'll cope.
And we got quite a few people still turning up. So how's your day been, Alex, so far?
Pretty good. Haven't really done anything exciting, but
no,
pretty good so far. Thank you.
Let's see if we got any questions then. Let me go back over the comments here. I think it's just everyone sort of saying hi to each other at the moment.
Yeah.
There we go. Mr. Anthony Fisher's here. Oh, he's nipping out. Or he's gone.
Hope you feel better, Anthony.
Yes. I was meaning to ask you, actually, Alex, did you pick up the Criterion of the Grand Budapest Hotel today?
I didn't. No.
Have you got the normal Blu-ray of that one? Or
no, I don't have anything of it. No, I did see it came out today. I know Lucas did a video on it, but no, I did not get it.
Oh, fair enough. It's. I'm guessing you've seen it though.
I have seen it. Yes.
I thought you might have seen that one. Oh, got Mr. Ryan here. He loves it. He loves it.
Of course he does. Bed at this time. Come on, Ryan.
Yeah, such a loser. Alex, has anyone told you you're better than Stephen King? Because I just finished one of your books and it blew me away.
Better than Stephen King? Oh, I don't know about that. Thank you. Thank you, then.
We'll put that on the next book.
Yeah. Mr. Jake Blower, famous YouTuber, says better than Stephen King. Thank you, though. It's appreciated.
Actually, that's a good question. Do you have any other books in the work?
Yes. I'm currently working on my fourth one. So now that I know roughly when I'm going back to work, which should be 2 weeks before the shop reopens, so it'll be the end of March, I'm going to do my best to get it almost finished before I go back to work.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, that's exciting. Is there any teasers or anything? Or
so it's a couple of people have asked me, and I've always pitched it as a sci-fi breakfast club kind of sort of thing. Stand By Me-ish, sort of a coming of age adventure, but with sci-fi and time travel in it. So I'm excited about it.
That sounds really cool, to be fair. It sounds like something I'd love, definitely. So I will be picking that up. We've got when cinemas reopen in May. What is your most anticipated films to watch? Funny enough, we were actually just talking about this and like how we think that Black Widow is going to be pushed back again.
Now that they've announced when cinemas are opening, because they're not opening until after Black Widow is supposed to come out, so they've got to put that on Disney Plus, I think.
Yeah, I think it's probably the best option for them. But what would you say is your most anticipated film then for when the cinemas reopen?
I mean, last year it was No Time to Die, followed by Dune, both of which I'm still looking forward to, but because they're so far away, I don't really know. I'm not super excited anymore for them. But I probably would, and Suicide Squad, I've got to say, because I trust James Gunn.
Yeah, It's a fair pick. I always find it interesting to talk to people about the new Suicide Squad film because no one has any faith just because of the last one, and you have to remind them it's James Gunn, it's a new team, it's going to be very different. So I can fully get behind that. Mine is actually probably Suicide Squad or Dune as well.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen Steve McQueen film Shame? I have not seen this film actually, but I think I remember you talking about this on one of your last videos, Film Flick.
I have not seen that one.
Oh, okay. Here's one aimed at you.
Okay.
What's your subjective pick for the greatest film ever made?
So I go back and forth all the time now because for the longest time, for years, it was Back to the Future, and it still might be. But recently, thanks to Lucas, who's watching, I watched 2001: A Space Odyssey, and it blew me away. Literally, I was floored by it. I thought it was amazing. So at the moment, I'm saying 2001, but once I rewatch that, which I will do soon when I pick up the 4K, it might go back to the Future. But right now, it's kind of those two as the top two, definitely.
Yeah, it's amazing how far ahead of its time 2001 was.
Definitely. I can't believe that was a 60s film.
Yeah, I know. It's really crazy because it looks better than some sci-fi films coming out in the 80s, really.
It really does. Yeah, it really does.
We've got the filmmaker here asking a question. In the middle of watching Bridge of Spies, what are your thoughts on the film? Have you seen this one?
I have. I like that film a lot.
I think it's my favorite recent Spielberg movie, which is interesting because I forgot it in our quiz when we were doing Spielberg.
You did.
I forgot the title. I knew it. I was like, oh, new Tom Hanks one, but
I think that I think that's my second favorite recent one. I love Ready Player One. I know it's a bit subjective with people. Some people love it, some people don't, but I really like that. I think Bridge of Spies might be my second of his recent ones.
To be fair, I'd say Ready Player One's probably my second favorite of his recent ones. It's just a fun time.
It really is, and the 4K is amazing.
Yeah, I've heard it is, to be fair, and I do kind of want to pick it up because I just prefer the cover as well to the.
Yeah, it's
I
good.
think I've got 3D. I think I've got it 3D somewhere. I might have to leave you to answer this one because I haven't seen it. What are your guys' thoughts on Schindler's List?
Okay, I really like Schindler's List, and I only watched it for the first time just before Christmas, I think, because I started my channel at the end of October, and I've done a review of Schindler's List on my channel, so my in-depth thoughts are on the channel. But I think it's on my Spielberg ranking on Letterboxd, I think I've got it third. I love it. I think it's an incredible film.
It's like that one classic left that I really need to watch.
Yeah.
And I've heard the 4K is amazing as well. I don't know if you've got the 4K
yes.
or not. Yeah.
I have, yes, and it is really good.
Yeah, I've heard it looks incredible. Here's an interesting one. Have you seen Swamp Thing?
I have not seen Swamp Thing, mainly because I might have watched it, but they only aired one episode and then they cancelled it.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I'm not going to watch it then. What's the point, really?
That's completely fair. Because I heard it was good, and
I heard it was good.
It looked good. I remember watching the trailers and going, "Wow, that looks really cool." And yeah, I had the exact same thing when it got cancelled. I was like, "Don't care."
One episode as well. They didn't even let the whole season play out first.
No, I think it wasn't something to do with like filming location somewhere where they were filming.
It was something like that. Yeah.
Okay. What do you think is going to be Nolan's next film?
That's hard to say.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things where you're just gonna have to wait and see, isn't it? Okay. Who's your favorite superhero casting choice? Yours is Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. I am thinking like Robert Downey as Iron Man, but I don't know if that's just because he almost was just playing himself in those films. It felt like.
Yeah. Robert Downey as Iron Man is a good one. Hugh Jackman is also a really good one. I might have to say Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool.
Yeah.
He is just so good as that character.
No, I can completely get behind that. I'm not 100% sure on Hugh. I love Hugh Jackman, and I do think he plays it really well. But in the comics, like Wolverine's like a little short guy, and Hugh Jackman's quite big. So I think after reading some of the comics, because I watched the films first, I was a bit like, it doesn't quite line up as well as I was hoping.
Yeah.
Here's a question about, of course, Star coming to Disney Plus tomorrow. So there's a handful of Wes Anderson films going to it, which I actually didn't know.
No, I know there's one. I know the Darjeeling Limited is going to it because I did see that on the list. I didn't see any others, but I will be on there in the morning, looking through everything that's on there. So I'm looking forward to it.
I'm really looking forward to just going through it and just looking at what's on there. Have you guys watched The Vow with Rachel McAdams and Channing Tatum?
I have not. No.
I haven't even heard of that one.
No, me.
Oh, here's an interesting one. This is really interesting. Breaking Bad or Game of Thrones?
I want to say that's a hard question because they are my two favorite shows, but I think I have to go with Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
I really do. Yeah.
I think I'm going to agree with you. Even though my favorite TV ever is the first 4 seasons of Game of Thrones, it's just Breaking Bad stuck the landing. I know that we disagree a bit on that bit, but
yeah. Well, we do disagree because I like the final season of Game of Thrones, but it does have some issues. So I will also say that Breaking Bad's ending was better than Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I think that might be the best ending to a TV show I've ever seen.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, I actually didn't know about this. We've got. Have you seen the original Le Mans film from the 70s? I didn't know that there was another Le Mans film.
Yeah, I did know that it existed, but I have not seen it. No.
Is Hellboy Marvel or a standalone comic? I think it's Dark Horse Comics. I think. Who used to do the Star Wars comics, I believe, before Marvel got the rights to them. Who is your favourite? Oh, no, wait, we've just done this one. Another question. Currently rewatching Lost. I haven't seen Lost, and Ryan keeps trying to get me to watch it.
I haven't seen either, but I do know that it's coming to Star tomorrow, so I might watch it.
I've still got to do Mad Men yet.
Well, you're getting close to finishing Better Call Saul, so
I am. I have promised it's my next show after Better Call Saul. I will 100% make sure that is my next TV series.
Good.
What are your most overrated directors for you guys?
I don't know if I can answer that on the spot. Back in the day, not so much anymore, but back in the day when M. Night Shyamalan was releasing The Sixth Sense and that, people were saying he was the next Spielberg. I don't think he ever was.
No.
So I might go with him, although no one loves him nowadays, really.
I tend to see more people crapping on him now than anything.
Yeah.
I'd be tempted. Was it Todd Phillips, the guy who done Joker?
Ooh,
people just still raving about Joker and saying it should have won Best Picture and Best Director, and it's like, I don't get it. I really don't think there was anything that interesting about the directing style to that film.
Fair enough.
I'm just bringing on a lot of hate my way there,
including some from me.
Yeah.
I love Joker.
I don't know. I like it. I do like it, but that's as far as I'd go. Have you guys seen Passengers? Gene Lawrence and Chris Pratt. The sci-fi movie, isn't it?
It is. I have not seen it though.
I heard it wasn't very good.
Yeah, that's why I didn't see it.
Yeah. Got a few questions here about Star. Are you excited for Star to come tomorrow?
Yeah.
Disney Plus. Oh, okay. I think you'll be really good at this question. Here we go. Have you guys got a favorite book film adaptation?
Um, yeah, I think I've got to go for the final Lord of the Rings film, Return of the
Hmm.
King. Um, outside of that, The Shawshank Redemption,
Hmm.
uh, also The Green Mile and Stand By Me, all of those written by Stephen King.
Hmm.
That's just a coincidence. I just think that
Yeah.
they're amazing films. Love
It,
them.
it, mu- it must be feel so good, like Stephen King, to have his films constantly being turned into films because they're so beloved.
Yes,
The books.
yes. Although they are, and there are some amazing films, but there are also some terrible films because I'm currently working on a uh Stephen King adaptation tier list for my channel.
Oh right,
So I
yeah,
was looking up all of his films, and well over half of them are in the tens and 20% on Rotten Tomatoes. So
yeah,
I think I'm going to have to watch a lot of crap.
yeah. It does sound like it. To be fair,
Mhm,
I can't really answer this because I don't read. I haven't read a book that's been turned into a film. I don't think so. I don't do much reading.
mhm.
Um, Good movies that people hate. See, I had The Last Jedi come straight to mind, even though I will not praise the sequels. I think The Last Jedi is a good movie.
I think it's more than a good movie. I love The Last Jedi. Um,
I
good
think
movie people hate. 50 Shades. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
you bring that film up way too often.
I know. It's kind of turned into a joke ever since I
Mm,
revealed that I've got it on Blu-ray.
yeah,
Now it's like bringing
and
that
went
up.
to see it in the cinema by yourself. Don't forget that.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
um, yeah, I don't know. That's the one that comes to mind for me anyway. The Last Jedi, because it's
Mm.
I feel like it just got blown way out of proportion. People are way too harsh towards Ryan Johnson. Um, Next up, oh,
Pound. Oh,
oh, there we go. Did I freeze or did you freeze?
I have no idea.
Let's come
Sure,
back, guys. We'll just keep
yeah.
fingers crossed.
Mhm.
Thoughts on Zack Snyder comments on Warner Brothers not paying him any money for the Snyder Cut? I actually didn't really know about this. I haven't looked into it.
I haven't heard about that. But surely he must have got paid because they spent $70 million on making it,
Yeah.
and
So,
he put a lot of work into it, so he can't work for free.
he's getting money from somewhere. He's got to be.
Yeah, I can't really comment without looking exactly what he said.
No. And I'm guessing this is Luke. Luke is here.
Hello, Luke.
um, okay. Either of you had an encounter with an actor or filmmaker or even a celebrity?
Not a chance like bumping into anyone. I mean, I've met a few celebrities at like events.
Yeah.
I haven't met anyone terribly famous at events either. Like I've mentioned before that I met the guy who played Connor in Primeval.
Hmm.
I've met Sylvester McCoy. I've met a lot of people on that level,
Yeah.
but
Hmm.
no one really more famous than that.
Yeah. I'm sort of the same. Just all sort of come from Comic Cons and stuff. I haven't really bumped into anyone.
Yeah.
um, do you wish there was a closest for a Blu-ray label other than Criterion? Um, um, I don't know. I don't know really. I mean, I'd almost be scared to have like another label just because I'd spend more money.
Hmm. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. I think we agree on this one.
Okay.
Um, what's your reasons for thinking Endgame is a better made film than Infinity War? I'm not sure which. I think you prefer Endgame, don't you? I
I
think.
do. But I don't know if I'd say that it's better made than Infinity War. I just think that it's so rewarding in
Hmm.
that third act. That's
Yeah.
literally it's the best cinema experience ever, like
Hmm.
by far.
Yeah.
It was just amazing, which is why I put Endgame above. But I wouldn't say it's better made. I think they're about the same on that level. But
Yeah.
I do prefer Endgame.
I mean, they were filmed back to back, weren't they? So I think they are
Mhm.
just incredibly similar. I think I prefer Endgame just because there's a bit more of an interesting story, I think, about the time traveling and stuff. And I actually prefer not having as many characters, because there were bits in Infinity War where like Iron Man and Spider-Man went off to space. It
Yeah.
got strange. And then it takes like 30 to 40 minutes to come back to them, and I almost forgot about them. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot that this was happening with them, which is
Well,
for a smaller group.
Yeah, if you look at how much screen time some of the main characters have, like Captain America, I think, I might be wrong, but I think he only had 8 minutes of screen time in Infinity War,
Yeah,
which
it's
in a 2.5 hour film, that's not a lot at all.
no, it was crazy. I think it was very weird seeing like characters like, I think like Vision actually got quite a bit of screen time in that one, and Doctor Strange. But
Good.
they're both very good films though.
Mm-hmm.
Watched The Greatest Showman for the first time recently. I thought it was a very good movie, but had fantastic music.
Yeah.
Same guys who done the music for La La Land, wasn't it? I think.
Was it?
I think so. I'm almost doubting myself now. And then I think they done the song "Speechless" for the Aladdin film.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I think I'm right.
Yeah, they probably are.
Film Geek is here.
Hello, Archie.
James, will you do a video about Star like you did when Disney Plus originally came out? I might do. I don't know if you remember that. I sort of just went through the whole Disney Plus thing, and I might do it. I don't know if people would be interested though. Because now people could just switch it on for themselves, because most people have got it now. Before, I felt like I was sort of talking people into paying for Disney Plus. Disney should have paid me for that one.
I was just going to say, I hope they paid you for that.
Have you got the Men in Black 4 Blu-ray International? I think it was called, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't have it myself because I wasn't a fan of the film.
I bought it in CX for, I think it was £5, because it had only been out a month, and I was shocked that it was so cheap so quickly. And then I sold it because I thought, why have I done this? It was a terrible movie. I remember just being so bored throughout it.
And I thought I was so convinced it was going to be so good. It looked good.
Yeah, and I love the cast as well. Such a shame.
Yeah.
This is interesting because I had actually already have watched this, Short Term 12, but I've put this question up because I'm curious to see if you've seen it, Alex.
I have not seen it. I hadn't even, well, I had heard about it, but I I didn't know how good it was supposed to be until recently when Josh has been mentioning it and he sent it to you. And then I looked at reviews for it and the reviews were amazing. So I will definitely watch it very, very soon. It
was a very good movie. I had a bit of a Brie Larson watch last night. I watched that, and then I watched Free Fire straight after. And then I watched the only SpongeBob movie I hadn't seen. Is it? It's the one with the pirate in. I can't remember what it was called. Yeah, Out of Water. I always get that and On the Run mixed up, the two titles.
So do I,
yeah. So here's the Wes Anderson films. It's Rushmore, Bottle Rocket, The Life Aquatic, Darjeeling Limited, and Grand Budapest Hotel that are all going to star.
Very nice. I think it'll only be the Darjeeling Limited that I watch out of those because I've got the first three and I've seen Grand Budapest already. I haven't seen Darjeeling Limited.
No, I really enjoyed the Darjeeling Limited. I think the back half is not as good as the first half, though. Any actors, actresses you'd love to see in the MCU? I mean,
Al Pacino, and I think he might be.
Oh, really?
He made a comment last year about how he would love to be in the MCU, and then he confirmed a few weeks later that he'd met with Kevin Feige, and now Paul Bettany has been saying that there's someone in WandaVision that he wanted to work with. It might be Al Pacino. I don't know, but it might be. But I would, even if he's not in WandaVision, I would love to see Al Pacino in the MCU.
I'd be so curious as to who he'd play.
Yeah, me too.
I think now I've just got it stuck in my head. John Krasinski. I want that man in the MCU so bad. He deserves so much more as an actor. He's absolutely fantastic.
Yes.
Have you seen The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly?
I have not seen this one.
Oh.
Because it's like the Man with the No Name trilogy, or I think that's the name of it.
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah.
I've seen the first one, and I honestly didn't think that the first one was great. I thought it was okay. But because of that, I know The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is like an all-time classic. But because I didn't love the first one, I just haven't seen the others yet.
Yeah. No, I have seen it, and I watched whatever ones come before it. But I really can't remember much about them, to be honest. It's been years since I've seen them, so I really do need to revisit them. I'd like to, because I think there's a nice box set out there of like Clint Eastwood movies.
Yes, I want that. Yes, it's just a bit expensive at the moment, but
yes, that's what I remember. I remember looking at it, seeing the price, and just going, "Well, that's not happening."
Oh yeah.
Have either of you seen the old Ralph Bakshi Lord of the Rings animated series from the 70s? I've seen bits of it on YouTube, but not really much.
No, I haven't seen it.
I would be curious because I love Lord of the Rings, but I wondered how dated that might be now. I recently picked up Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil, and Vile on Blu-ray. That's such a mouthful, that title. One of my favorite films, to be honest. Great performance from Efron. What did you think of that movie?
I liked it a lot. I do agree that it's probably Zac Efron's best performance, and I think that his performance was definitely the best part of that film. But I think the film as a whole, I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah, I kind of wanted to see him do some more awful, evil things.
yeah, that's fair.
Okay, this is one that Mitchell really loves here, so I'll ask it for her. Does Alex own No Strings Attached on Blu-ray?
Well, I don't own it, and I haven't seen the film, so I don't know if I want to own it or not.
No. It's not too bad of a film. Yeah. It's not too bad.
That's what I've heard, yeah.
This is why I love bringing up my distaste for Joker. These are the reactions I crave.
Well, I agree with Archie.
No, Alex. Hello, lads. Wanted to know which of these two Star Wars films is better, Last Jedi or Rise of Skywalker? I mean, for me, it's easy.
Yeah, to be fair, although I like Rise of Skywalker, it's also easy for me. I do think that The Last Jedi is better.
Yeah, the thing is, people hate on The Last Jedi. I sort of get it to an extent. It's like, yes, it doesn't fit in with the Star Wars world amazingly, and it does like to poke at the lore a bit of Star Wars, but it is such a well-made movie and it's beautiful.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so we've got favorite films. I mean, Star Wars.
Yeah, Star Wars.
Yeah.
I mean, I've already mentioned a couple of mine: 2001, Back to the Future, Empire, A New Hope as well. Jurassic Park, I throw in there. Lord of the Rings.
Definitely.
Pulp Fiction as well is in my top 10, and La La Land, of course.
Yes, love La La Land. Pulp Fiction's one I never used to like when I was younger, funny enough. I've only come to appreciate it as I've got older. Favorite genre?
This is a toughie.
Yeah, I got asked this in a stream recently, and maybe thriller, I think. I do love a really good thriller.
I love a good thriller. Yeah. Favorite genre is very hard because I watch all sorts, but thrillers or dramas, probably.
Yeah.
Too.
Oh, there he is. Good movie that people hate. Oh, okay. Some people just answering some of the questions that come up here. What's your favorite historical-based movie?
Ooh, that's a toughie. I don't know if I have anything off the top of my head. Well, I don't know. Does 1917 count? I guess it does.
I guess so, yeah. I mean, I was thinking of war film as well. I was thinking of just going with Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah, that's a good one. I've decided, since we've getting a lot of questions, I'm going to put my favorite films list up on Letterboxd.
Yeah. Alex is bringing up your love of 50 Shades here.
Yeah, I know. Someone's got to do it.
Oh, this is interesting. Here we go. Pick one: being a Jedi or having a TARDIS.
That's easy for me. Like, I love Star Wars, but I'm sorry. I want a TARDIS.
I think I was going to go with TARDIS as well, to be fair. I mean, I'd love to sit there and just piss people off, like move things and try and scare people, open and close a door. But a TARDIS you can do so much with.
Exactly, definitely.
Which MCU movie do you think is overrated and underrated?
I don't know, because I don't dislike any, even
No.
ones like Iron Man 2 and Thor: The Dark World. I don't dislike them. So I don't know if I can do overrated. Underrated. Honestly, underrated. I know you're not going to be happy, James.
Don't say it.
I don't know if we're thinking of the same one. I think Captain Marvel's underrated.
Oh, that's the one.
I quite like that film.
I'd see, for me, I think maybe an underrated one. And I know that like film people tend to love this one, but like the average moviegoer never really remembers Winter Soldier. I get the impression.
Yeah, I might have to join you on that. I love that film so much.
I think it's so good. Like people like my sister who likes the Marvel films, but she's just more of your casual moviegoer.
Yeah,
she'll just go Avengers or Spider-Man. She wouldn't dare think to put Winter Soldier on.
I think that's the best non-Avengers Marvel film, or MCU film at least.
I can completely agree with that. There's a lot of Marvel questions here today. Best Marvel hero?
Well, in general, Spider-Man is my favorite, but in the MCU specifically, Captain America.
Yeah, I really come to love Captain America in the later stages of the MCU. I feel like I've got to go Tony Stark.
He's a good one too. And I really love Thor now as well. Ever since Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Ever since Ragnarok and what Taika did. I love Thor.
I think Thor and Captain America were very... They weren't great characters in phase one. And then the Russo brothers fixed Captain America and Taika's fixed Thor. So I think they have a lot to thank for those directors.
Yeah.
I didn't get these. I don't think you did either. The Lord of the Rings or the Hobbit.
I did not. I'm tempted, but I don't think I want to pay £75 per trilogy. That's a bit much.
I agree. I could maybe do £75 for all 6.
Yeah. But also, there's like a big package with all 6 of them coming out this summer. So I might. Yeah, and it's got a lot of extra stuff as well. So I might get that. Is
it just a new box in general? Because I wasn't a fan of. It was just plastic cases with all the discs in. I was hoping for something a bit more interesting. So
I know what you mean, but it's like a proper box set, and it's got all 6 of them, extended and theatrical in 4K, and it's got loads of other discs as well, full of special features. So I might get that in the summer.
Yeah, to be fair, if it's reasonably priced, I think I will as well. My favourite cinema experience was seeing The Master. The film James just got in as fan mail. Have you seen this movie?
I have, and it is a fantastic film. I like it a lot.
Good, because I was thinking about maybe watching it tonight, so I'm really excited to watch that one.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Favorite Marvel TV show? I said there was a lot of Marvel questions today.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd say Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but when WandaVision's done, I think it's going to be that.
Yeah. I could potentially see that, but for now, I'm going to say he says Marvel, so I presume we can go outside of MCU. If that's the case, I'm going to say Daredevil.
I do love Daredevil as well, to be fair. I think it is really fantastic. I think that is consistently better than Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., to be fair.
It's just a shame it got cancelled.
Well, there's rumours that he's coming back, isn't there, I think?
Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it, but fingers crossed.
Do you agree with the Rotten Tomatoes system? I personally don't really like the website that much. I think IMDb is a superior platform. I agree with that. I agree with that.
I don't know if I do because I go to IMDb a lot more to check scores.
Hmm.
But Rotten Tomatoes, because anyone can go and vote on IMDb, whereas Rotten
Hmm.
Tomatoes actually verify now, they verify that you've actually seen the film
Yeah, that's true.
before taking your vote into account. But in
Hmm.
general, I use IMDb a lot more.
Yeah, I've always just used IMDb more. But to be fair, now I just use Letterboxd so much more
Mm,
since I've been introduced to that.
so do I. Yeah.
Because I've only had Letterboxd maybe 6 months or so. I don't think I've had it super long.
Hmm.
See, this is something. This is a question which I disagree with a lot here. Did Endgame really need to be 3 hours long? I actually would have taken more. I really think I would have.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I think 3 hours is a fine runtime for it.
Mm,
I I I mean I could have easily taken more because I enjoyed watching it. It just
mhm.
depends what the more is. But
That's true. Yeah.
yes, I think it is a good 3 hour film.
Hmm. Yeah. No, I think it deserved every minute of its runtime. But it's just one of those things. I love the movie so much. But I
Yeah.
wouldn't want it to turn into filler.
Yes.
Hello, future boy.
Hello.
Um, is Howard the Duck a Marvel movie or product? Well, it is a product, but it
Yeah.
is a Marvel movie. It is a Marvel movie.
Yep.
Directed by Mr. George Lucas.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. I
George
haven't seen
Lucas.
it. I stay far away from that film.
You know what? It's funny to watch. It's one of those films where if you're having a few drinks with some mates, it's a good one to put on in the background, I think.
Mhm.
um, Chris Hemsworth's best performance.
I think I'm gonna say Rush.
Oh, that's a really good pick. I was thinking Bad Times at the El Royale, but now I want to say Rush.
Hmm. Yeah, it was fantastic in that.
Yeah, that's yeah, I think I might agree with you actually on that one. Um okay, this is interesting. Director swap, John Carpenter's Alien or Ridley Scott's The Thing?
Hmm.
That's actually a really interesting question.
It's a good one. I'm I might say I think I'm gonna go Carpenter's Alien.
I'm going to agree. Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know what it is about Ridley Scott, but there's a couple of his films which I absolutely love, but then the rest just all kind of fall under for me.
Yes.
He actually, for an overrated director, he wouldn't have been a bad pick.
Yeah, that's true. Although I love some of his films. I love
Mhm.
the original Alien is my favorite horror film. Um,
Mhm.
I love Gladiator and I love
Yeah.
The Martian. I think those
Yeah.
are my three favorites from him.
I completely agree with that. Completely agree. Um, you saw the robots. I'm guessing this is the robots animated movie. You mean? Um, with isn't what's his face in that? Isn't Robin Williams in that?
I think he is.
uh,
Yes.
to be fair, I used to like this film growing up, but I can imagine I'd watch it now and be a bit like, not great.
Yeah. Well, I'm actually going to watch it soon because I have seen it. To answer the question, I saw it on my ninth birthday.
Oh,
Um, I
really?
I remember it quite clearly.
Yeah.
Yep, because it came out in 2005 around my birthday. I
Mhm.
remember going to see it, so I have seen it, and I used to really like it.
Mhm.
But since they announced a couple of weeks ago that Blue Sky Studios are closing down,
Mhm.
I'm doing a ranking and a tier list of their films on my
Mhm.
channel. So earlier today, I actually rewatched the first Ice Age for that tier list. So,
Nice. I really like the Ice Age films, or I like the first three. They're a good time.
yeah.
I'm going to be curious to hear your thoughts on the later two, because
Well, I've only seen the fourth one once, and that was
Mhm.
when it came out, so I was much younger, and I didn't mind it, but I think I won't like it now. And I haven't seen the fifth one yet, but obviously I
Mhm.
will soon, and I've heard that it's just terrible.
Yeah. I remember them making a big deal out of it because it was like I think Simon Pegg finally returned to the franchise properly, with his character. But yeah, I think the fifth one was pretty bad.
Yeah, I've heard. Yeah.
Can you play the Goofy Goober song? Maybe later. Maybe later.
Yeah.
I feel like I should, just because I teased Lucas about that so much. James, I know you're a pirate fan. Have you heard about the new pirate show on Netflix called The Lost Pirate Kingdom? I'm guessing this isn't like Pirates of the Caribbean related or anything. I guess it's just like an actual pirate show. I haven't. Have you heard about this one?
I haven't, no. But I'd be interested. To look it up.
I do love stuff like that, though. Like, I'm a big fan of the Pirates movies. I love Black Sails. So if it's a bit gritty, I think I'd really enjoy that.
Yeah.
Have you watched Road Trip, Todd Phillips' first movie that he directed? I don't think I have. Oh, no, wait. Is this Seth Rogen and Barbara Streisand? I know they done like a road trip movie together, didn't they? I could be wrong.
I've never heard of it. Let's have a look. No, it's not.
Okay.
Mainly people in that I don't know. The only person I know is Sean William Scott from American Pie. Everyone else in it.
Fair enough. Because I swear Todd Phillips, everything he done was just like a comedy film before Joker. I'm not even sure how he got lucky enough to land Joker.
No, it amazes me.
How the Duck was a Lucasfilm, so owned by Disney now. Oh, might be going to Disney Star then.
Oh, lucky us.
We can all watch it.
What party?
We actually should do that if it's on there. What are the movies that you never thought would be made but still got made?
The Emoji Movie.
Jesus.
It didn't turn out well.
No, to be fair, all those sorts of things. Like, there's a Playmobil movie. To be fair, the Lego movie, I never thought that.
I was going to say, I think the Lego movie is quite good. I like
it. But I never thought a film like that would exist, to be honest.
No. I was convinced it was going to be terrible, and it's actually really good.
Yeah, I remember getting it, I think, on release day and just being amazed by it. I was like, that was so much better than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
And then there are things like that. I think because of COVID, there are films that we've seen trailers for, but I just made my mind up. Like, I don't know if these films are ever going to come out. Like King Kong versus Godzilla, getting a trailer for that 2 months before its streaming release.
Yeah, I know. It does feel like that.
I never thought we'd get around to that. Oh, this is interesting. I think Al Pacino could voice MODOK.
Yeah, he could do, but then I don't know if, like, my speculation was that Al Pacino was the person that Paul Bettany had always wanted to work with. If Al Pacino had just done voice work, then it wouldn't be him because they wouldn't have interacted. And
I feel like, why would you get Al Pacino just to do a voice? If I was working in Hollywood and I'd got Al Pacino for a movie, I'd want people to see him.
Yeah, I mean, there's speculation that Nightmare or Mephisto could show up. Maybe it's Al Pacino. I don't know. I don't know much about these characters. I just know that that's speculation out there at the moment.
No, I only know like the main Marvel characters. These ones are all out of my knowledge as well. They're just names to me. What are your thoughts on the Zack Snyder Justice League movie, based on the trailers?
Well, we know your thoughts. Yeah.
Yeah. Some people were not happy about my thoughts on it.
Yeah. I think that the trailer was quite good until the end. That Joker bit at the end was really weird. Up until then, I think it's a really good trailer. I just don't have faith in the film, though, because Batman vs Superman was not that good. I don't hate it, but it wasn't as good as it should have been. And I'm not a big fan of Man of Steel. I know some people are, but I'm not. So I don't have much faith for it.
No, I think we're on the exact same page, to be fair. I really didn't mind that trailer much, but I just don't have faith in the movie.
Yeah, and I mean, if it's, on the same level as something like Batman v Superman, that film's a lot shorter than this Justice League, so we're going to be suffering for longer.
That's the exact problem. That's what I kept saying in my reaction. I was like, it's 4 hours.
Yeah.
Um,
I wish they, because originally they were going to do it over
mm,
4 weeks. I wish they'd kept to that.
so do I. I think that would have been a lot better. Or just split it into two. I
Yeah.
really think it would have been so much better. But
Mhm.
oh well. Thoughts on Inception? I think I'm gonna guess we're both gonna say it's a pretty great movie.
Pretty great. I
Mhm.
don't think it's as great as some people make it out to be. Like
That's
I
fair.
do think it's really good. Like I gave it an 8 out of 10, which is a really good score.
Mhm.
But a lot of people give it like 9, 9.5, 10.
Mhm.
I don't think it's on that level, but I do think it's a really, really good film.
That's fair. Yeah, I can't argue that. For me, I think I'd say I like it a tad more. Then for me, I probably would say it's about an 8.5, 9. It's my second favorite Nolan film, so I do
Mhm.
really enjoy Inception. I feel like Nolan is someone who gets praised no matter what, though, with a lot of his
Yeah.
nowadays,
Hmm.
which I really didn't mind. It's like, you know what, he makes great movies. I didn't mind until Tenet.
Yeah. I know. We've got similar feelings on that film.
Yeah. Have you seen The Time Machine by H.G. Wells? I've not even heard of this one.
No, nor have I.
This is quite exciting. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is getting a 4K
Mm.
release in a month or two. Because I think I said this in a video or a stream recently where I was like, I would like to get some of these Clint Eastwood films in 4K.
Hmm. Yeah, that'd be good.
What is the most popular movie in your household? I mean, I think you could think of any popular movie and we'll probably have it, like Star Wars, Jurassic Park, Jaws.
Yeah. Yeah.
um,
Yeah. I don't have a better answer than that, really.
no, I think I think in terms of like the real big blockbusters, we're gonna have them. Um, why do I own A Good Day to Die Hard? It's in the box set.
Well, you're not the only one. I've got the exact same box set.
Should just take that copy out, just yeet them out the windows or something.
I haven't even seen that film yet because I just heard it was so terrible.
I will. My parents love action movies, like even really bad ones. They just like action movies. Like what was it? It was a comedy action film. Chips. Like my dad was watching that the other day and he
Ooh,
really enjoyed it.
okay.
But exactly. That's what they're like with movies. But I walked in on them. Must have been a couple of years ago, watching that film, and it just started. I ended up watching it with them, and it was terrible.
Hmm.
Have you seen Look Who's Talking Now? If you have not, it's an excellent movie.
I have not seen this film.
I've not even heard of it.
No. Nor me.
Okay, this is interesting. Movies that you hate that people love, excluding Midsummer, because that was obviously going to be my pick.
Yeah.
Maybe The Tree of Life. People seem to really like that movie. I don't know if I'd go as far as hate though.
Hmm. Movies that yeah. I don't have any that I mean I've got films that I think are overrated, but
Mhm.
a lot of them I still think are good, just not
Yeah.
great.
Mhm.
I don't know. I mean, The Last Jedi, maybe,
Yeah.
but I don't know if people hate that film. I just know that a lot of people were disappointed in it.
Mhm. Yeah. No, that's fair. Nightcrawler or Prisoners?
That's a tough. I've got to go Prisoners though, but I love both.
I really they're like on the exact same level for me, I think. Um, but maybe Prisoners just because you've got Hugh Jackman there as well, and I love Hugh Jackman.
Yes, I love Hugh Jackman. I think that's his best performance.
I don't know, maybe Les Mis. I really
Yeah.
liked him in Les Mis.
Yeah.
Um, um, this is very interesting. I'm on IMDb.
Oh,
Someone has added, but
okay.
the video where I had you and like a lot of other people come in and collaborate.
Yeah.
They've listed all of you on IMDb, so you are also on IMDb, Mr. Alex
Oh,
Pitt.
wow. I'm gonna go and rate that video a 10.
Yeah,
Oh, wow. Okay.
yeah, it's really
I know
interesting, and
that.
they've added like off to the movies on there as well, and like Ryan and Luke are on there as well. It's crazy. I don't know who's done it, but
Mm.
okay. What's your guys' favorite classic horror film from before the 80s?
Well, I've already mentioned mine. Mine is Alien.
I think I'd agree. It's either unless Jaws. Do you cast
Mm,
Jaws as one?
a lot of people do, so that's a good one.
If you cast Jaws, then Jaws. If not, I'll agree. Alien.
Hmm.
Hello, Trent. Has Alex watched G.I. Joe?
I have not, because I didn't grow up with G.I. Joe, and I've got no reason to watch those films. I heard they weren't good.
They were not. They were not very good. The Rock's in the second one though, so I'm
Hmm. Yeah.
in it. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Okay, here we go. Would you rather keep Star Wars but have to watch Justice League, Cats, and Jaws 4 every day? Well, I can already tell you no. I don't think I could watch all of those movies every day.
Yeah, I don't
Um,
know. Not every day. Maybe if it was like once a week or once a
yeah,
month, but not every day. I'm sorry, Star Wars, but
that's
no.
like 8 hours of your day gone to just watching trash.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, if I'm at work, then I've got no time to do anything apart from go to work and watch these.
Come home and then you're like, right, I'm gonna watch Jaws 4. What's your favourite Spider-Man film from the Raimi trilogy?
Easily the second one for me.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. I don't really think there's much competition to be in
No.
them, to be honest.
Well, no, I really like the first one, and I
Mhm.
don't mind the third one, even though a lot of people don't like it. I don't mind it, but easily the second one.
Yeah, no, I'm exactly the same. I don't think the third one is near as bad as some people make out. I'd much rather watch the third one over both Amazing Spider-Man films. And I know some people will slaughter me for that, but I think the comments have repeated themselves here. This is interesting. Why does Alex Pitt hate Mrs. Brown's Boys? You know what? I hate Mrs. Brown's Boys as well. So
It's not funny.
it's not good.
Funny. It's not.
It's a terrible show.
Yeah, it's not funny. It's full of cringy humor, bad acting, and the premise, it just does not interest me in the slightest.
No, I don't find a man dressing up as an old woman and taking piss out of the elderly and the opposite sex funny at all.
No, I'm not going to watch that instead of Game of Thrones or something, you know.
Much better comedies out there, like
Oh yeah, In Between Us.
In Between Us, Only Fools, Peep Show, and then like there's even better American ones with like The Office and Parks and Rec. It's like I can think of
Yeah, I've been really getting into The Office lately. That is a good show.
that's. I'm tempted to say it's my favorite comedy show ever, but I feel a bit biased towards Only Fools because I grew up with it. Lucas is leaving, but he's going to watch us back on the playback. Thank you for coming by, Lucas.
See you later, Lucas.
You got a lot of fans here, Lucas. Everyone's saying goodbye to you. Says, do you think Bug should make a video about his friend's collection? Someone actually asked me this about going and filming Ryan's collection. And I think Ryan just responded with, you'd only have to pan the camera up once and you'd be done.
Oh, wow.
To be fair, he has a few Blu-rays, but he mostly gets my handy-downs. Like, I got the Predator 4K set today. So he's going to have my Blu-ray set. Okay. What's your most beloved animated movie of all time?
Okay. I'm going to say Aladdin.
Yes, I did see this in the comments on one of the posts in the Movie Bug group about like all of the like 10 out of 10 films, and you posted Aladdin there.
Yeah. Love it.
I think I'd go Lion King.
Yeah. But they're both, I think they're both perfect films. I would give them both a 10 out of 10.
And were they back to back, those films? Yeah, they were.
I think, yeah.
That's crazy. Disney had such a peak there in the early 90s, was it? I think.
Yes. And I think just before Aladdin was Beauty and the Beast, which I think is also a great animated.
Yeah, and Pocahontas followed them, which I think a lot of people really like as well. I just can't remember that movie. I haven't seen it in years. I constantly fight with myself on which I like more between Endgame and Winter Soldier. I
Don't
do.
you have that?
I do. I really do, because I feel like Endgame is just so rewarding and so rewatchable. But I know deep down that Winter Soldier is the better made movie. I think.
Yeah.
Because so I'm guessing you're Endgame, but would you go like Infinity War then Winter Soldier or?
No. So actually, do you know what? Neither of those are at the top of my MCU ranking. My favorite MCU film is the first Avengers film.
Oh, that's
I don't know why. I think it's just something about it was the first time that we all saw them together. And I just think it's just an amazing film. But then I would go Endgame, Winter Soldier, then Infinity War, and then Guardians of the Galaxy. I believe that's my top 5.
Did you see the first Avengers film in a cinema?
I didn't, but I saw it a few months after. The first MCU film that I saw in the cinema was Iron Man 3, which came out. It was the next one.
Same for me. Same for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the Avengers that got me into superheroes. I didn't like them growing up, superhero films. I was always Star Wars and Doctor Who. And because I think I actually saw like the first Iron Man film around the time it come out on DVD, and I just didn't really care for it because I didn't like superheroes growing up much.
Yeah, that's fair.
Honestly, don't kill me, but I think The Dark Knight is the most overrated movie of all time. I still think it's a good movie, but not time worthy like some people like to call it.
No, it's all subjective, but I don't agree. I think it's in my top 5. I love it.
I can sort of. I'm somewhere in the middle. I like the movie a lot. I think it's really good, but I wouldn't. I can see why. Yeah, you think some people would say it's overrated. Black Panther is the most overrated film of all time.
Wow. I mean, I don't agree, but if you're in terms of like whether it's a really good film or not, I don't agree that it's overrated because I think it's an amazing film. But if you're going overrated in terms of being nominated for Best Picture,
yes,
then I will agree because it shouldn't have been.
No, I agree. It's I think we all know why it was getting nominated for stuff, which is fair enough, but it didn't belong there still.
No, and I mean that was my 3rd favorite superhero film that year, I think, because I prefer Infinity War and I prefer Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Yep, completely agree. I'm trying to figure what else come out that I'm trying to figure if there was another superhero film I might have preferred. Ragnarok was the year before, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'd agree with that. I think I'd say it was my 3rd as well. I thought Spider-Verse was the best one that year for me. I loved that film. I finished Broadchurch last night and absolutely loved it. And my personal favourite David Tennant movie, well, TV series.
Yeah.
Have you seen Broadchurch?
I have not seen it, no. I probably should because I do like David Tennant, but I just haven't got around to it.
You know what? If I hadn't seen it, I think now, after with Chris Chibnall, I think that would be enough to put me off it.
Yeah. Have you seen this? I only found out about it the other day. Russell T Davies has a new show out, which I only just heard about, but apparently it's amazing.
Oh, really? I knew he had a new one coming out, but I know nothing about it.
It's got like a 9 on IMDb.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I might check it out then.
Yeah, me too.
I've seen some of Casanova and then obviously Doctor Who, and I don't think I've seen anything from the man since.
No, nor me. But I wish he'd stayed on Doctor Who, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we got another director swap one here.
Okay.
Mel Gibson, Saving Private Ryan, or Spielberg for Hacksaw Ridge.
That's another hard one. I prefer Spielberg, but I might have to say Gibson's Saving Private Ryan. I think.
Yeah, I think I'd agree with that as well. What's your thoughts on The TV Show. Have you heard of this? Is it an actual show out there called The TV Show?
Well, I've not heard of that. If that's what it's called, I don't know.
Oh. um, okay. What preferred storytelling are you enjoying more in the MCU's overarching story or the DCU's more multiple storytelling
Mhm.
shows? Do you mean like in terms of like how DC's like connecting the TV shows and stuff, like through the multiverse?
Yeah, and I think he's talking about how it's got different things. Like we've got Joker, which is standalone, and the Batman, which is standalone.
Yeah.
And
Uh,
I think I've still got to go MCU.
yeah, I think I'd agree. Just because, just because the DCU or the DC in general is such a mess.
It is, but I am so excited for the Batman. I think it's going to be amazing because Matt Reeves is an amazing director, and
Mm,
they're actually using different Batman villains. It's not just Joker.
that,
So I'm so
yeah,
excited for it.
that's what I'm most excited about. It's like Batman has all these cool villains, and we're
Mhm.
finally getting to see them.
Yeah, yeah.
This is a very strange comparison. Star Trek Beyond is a 10 times better film than Ice Age 5.
Well, uh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen Ice Age 5, but I will probably agree because I do like Star Trek Beyond, and I'm not even a Star Trek fan, but I do like that film.
Yeah, I don't mind that film, to be fair. Black Sails or Pirates of the Caribbean? I can't remember. Have you seen? You have seen Black Sails, I think, haven't you? Yeah.
Yes.
That's so. I think I got to go Pirates just because I grew up with the original three.
Yeah, I think I might have to go Black Sails
Mm,
because I think Black Sails is consistently
mhm.
really good. The last Pirates film was just terrible. Um, and I'm not a fan. I know you like the first three. I'm not
Mhm.
a massive fan on the third one, but I really like the first two.
Yeah,
But I think I'd have to go Black Sails.
yeah. I think it's just nostalgia grabbing me on this
Mhm.
one. I think that's what because I know deep down that Black Sails is better in terms of filmmaking and sort of TV
Yeah.
making. It's fantastic. Um, Did you get the Grand Budapest Hotel knowing it's out today? Yes, there is an unboxing of it up right now on my channel. I literally got it up just before this stream. Just lost my place in the comments. Okay. Have either of you seen the 1990 movie Dark Man with Liam Neeson? I have not seen that, but
No.
Liam Neeson is such a great actor. That's enough to get me tempted to watch it.
Yes. No, I have not seen this film. I was just looking it up. It's got good reviews, and I will also watch it with Liam Neeson. But his best performance is, I know you haven't seen it, Schindler's List is his best performance. He is so, so good.
Everyone says he's amazing in that movie, to be fair.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what his best performance is for me because everything I've sort of seen with him, maybe Silence. I have seen that, the Martin Scorsese movie.
Yeah.
He was good in that. Qui-Gon.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
I'm
He
joking.
made the Phantom Menace watchable.
You know what? I do really like the Phantom Menace, but they're all planks of wood in that movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Movies that don't warrant their runtime. Personally, I think Death Proof and The Dark Knight Rises. Death Proof's actually quite a good shout, I think.
But isn't Death Proof isn't that quite a short film?
I thought it was like 2 hours.
I'm just
I
having a
could
look.
be wrong. It might just be because I don't like the film. I remember just halfway through the film, just thinking, "Oh wow, this has still got a bit to go."
Okay. It's 2 hours and 7 minutes. So yeah, I don't like Death Proof. It's just a boring film, but for some reason I thought it was only an hour and a half.
Yeah, it might have actually been a bit better if it was only an hour and a half.
Mhm. Actually, do you know what? I do have an answer for this, but it's a film that I really like, The Irishman.
Yes, I can 100% get on board with that.
Yeah. Because I don't mind long films, like we were talking about Endgame. That's a good 3 hours film. Another Scorsese film, The Wolf of Wall Street, is the best 3-hour film.
Yeah. Feels like an hour and a half, I swear.
It really does. But The Irishman did not need to be 3.5 hours.
No, that was I can completely agree with that. I do find that a lot of these, like, people are going to kill me. I think the Godfather films, they could have you could take a bit off their run times as well. Sorry, Lucas, when you're watching this on the playback. Saving Private Ryan versus 1917.
I mean, people might disagree with me, but I'm going 1917.
Ah, fair enough. I'm going to go Saving Private Ryan on that one. I think
most people probably would, but I just think I've only seen Saving Private Ryan once, and it was quite a while ago, so I might change it on rewatch. But
yeah,
I just think 1917 is just such a good experience.
No, you're completely right. You really are. To be fair, I'm sort of the opposite. So I watch Saving Private Ryan once a year, and I know 1917 is not that old, but I've only seen it in the cinema. I haven't watched it since cinema, so I am due a rewatch on it. 1970 is going to have a sequel. 1980.
Yep, the year that the war ended.
Mitchell just wants to compare all the Star Trek films to G.I. Joe films here, but you haven't seen the G.I. Joe film, so we're not going to answer them. Okay, I know James has seen A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, but have you seen it, Alex?
I have seen it, yes, and I do like it quite a lot.
I found it really weird in the cinema because I didn't know anything about the presenter that Tom Hanks was playing. I can't remember his name.
Fred Rogers.
That's it. I didn't know anything about him. So I remember sitting there in the cinema when Tom Hanks started addressing the camera. I felt very uncomfortable at first.
He is far more of an American. Everyone in America knows him, really. The only reason why I knew quite a lot about him when I saw the film is because the previous year they did a documentary on him, which I watched. I watched that. So I had kind of something, I knew a bit when I was watching A Beautiful Day. But yeah, I think it's a pretty good film.
Yeah, I enjoyed it too as well. I really like the connection he had with that guy. It was really good. Have you seen Monster House? I feel super nostalgic to that movie, and I think it's actually pretty creepy considering it's a PG animated film.
Yeah,
me and my sister used to watch that every year before she moved out, like at Halloween. It used to be like a little film we'd watch.
Yes, I've got a lot of nostalgia for Monster House as well. I used to watch it with my sister as well. And when we got a 3D TV back when they were, the big thing, Monster House was one of the films we got with our 3D player. And then after those few films which we got for free, we never watched anything in 3D.
Yeah, I must admit my 3D TV doesn't get used too much anymore, and I think I'm done with 3D now. Like I've said, like now that we're out of the Infinity Saga, I'm gonna get Marvel in 4K from here on out. So like Black Widow and stuff. DCEU, I've already changed to 4K. I think I'm done with 3D now.
Yeah, I think the last 3D films that I went to see was the last Hobbit film, and that was like over 6 years ago now. I think it is. Yeah.
Last one I saw was Far From Home, I think, because Ryan messed up the booking. We got there and the woman was like, "Oh, we haven't got you on here," and he booked the cinema.
Oh no! Oh no!
What showings have you got? The only one there was a 3D one. So,
well, I've been in a Wetherspoons before, and I know this is off topic, but I've been in a Wetherspoons before and ordered food to the wrong pub.
Yeah.
On the app. Why is it taking so long?
We've had stuff like that as well, where we'd be at a table and then we'd swap tables with someone because either we got more seats and there's a bigger group, and then because we've already ordered drinks to the old table, just put the next set of drinks in, and they go to the table you were just at.
Oh yes.
I'm watching Kill List tonight, a British thriller. I haven't heard of this movie. I'm guessing you haven't because it looks like you're looking it up already.
Every time someone mentions a film which I haven't seen, I like looking it up. I have not seen this film, no. Looks interesting, though.
Yeah, no, I don't really know anything about that one. Are you excited for Fast and Furious 9? I don't think I'd say excited, but I'll see it.
I think I'm more excited for it than I should be.
Yeah, that's how I feel about Kong and Godzilla.
Yeah, yeah. Although, I mean, how are we going to watch it? You know, are we going to watch it in a naughty way, or are they going to give us the option to watch it, but still it won't be in a cinema like it should be?
No, if they don't give us the option, I'm afraid I'm going to have to watch it the naughty way.
Well, me too, but that film, it should be in the cinema.
Yep,
it really should. But Fast and Furious 9, I'm looking forward to it. I actually am quite a lot.
Yeah, no, they're you know, I mean, I have a huge box set here of them. I do enjoy those movies for what they are.
5 through 7, I really like.
Yes, I agree. They're my sweet spot ones as well. Although I don't mind 8 that much.
I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it that much.
It's just all that Jason Statham with the baby on the plane. I live for that kind of stuff. Quick question: which movie do you like more? The first Maze Runner or the first Hunger Games? That's pretty easy for me.
It's pretty easy for me, but I think we're going to have a different answer.
Oh, really?
I'm saying Maze Runner.
Oh, okay. No, I'm going to go Hunger Games. I'm going to go Hunger Games, but I'm not a fan of either trilogies, really. I just really like the first Hunger Games film.
Yeah, see, I do like it, but I think it's my third. I think it's third in the Hunger Games films. So overall, as a franchise, I would go Hunger Games. But just based on the first film, I think the first Maze Runner is a little bit better.
Yeah, see, I think we really are sort of the opposites on this, because I think I'd go Maze Runner overall because they're more consistent. I just really hate the last 2 Hunger Games films.
Yeah, I don't.
I really, yeah, I don't know. I take them off my shelf. I've got, oh no, they're off camera. I've got 1 and 2 still here, but I've got rid of the other 2.
Well, I mean, I bought the. I know it was in the group. I bought the Hunger Games 4K box set a couple of months ago. I've only watched the first one so far. The 4K was not good.
No,
it didn't look any different from the Blu-ray.
That's a shame. That's a shame. It doesn't surprise me, though. Aren't they meant to be doing like a Hunger Games prequel or something?
Yes, because they just the book came out last year, so yeah, and the director of the last 3 is also doing that. So
I won't like
it.
Yeah. Worst performance in a movie?
That's a tough one.
I'm trying to, because I don't want to just go basic and just say like, the guy from The Room. I'm trying to think of someone who stands out so horrific. Jesse Eisenberg in Batman v Superman. My God. I mean, I know that film weren't great, but for me, it's like a 4 out of 10 film. But Jesse Eisenberg's making it like, he's taking it down to like a 1.
Yeah. I don't know if I've got an. I'm sure if I sat down and thought about it, because I know that I've seen films and I'm like, that's not a good performance. But I don't think I've got one off the top of my head.
No, it's quite a hard question, that, to be fair. This is quite funny. What's the next episode of Off to the Movies, James? Well, me and Ryan will probably come up with that about 10 minutes before we hit record.
I swear, you always. I know it's not. I know it's coincidental, but you always time it based on something that I'm doing. Like last time, I literally just sat down to watch Aladdin, and I opened Spotify to check if your episode was up, and I saw it was live action Disney. And then when was it? A couple of weeks ago, I was watching through phase 2 of the MCU, and that was what your episode was on that week.
It was so weird because obviously, like, Ryan does all the social media for Off to the Movies, and I see him like put up the post that you share, and it's like, it's so weird.
Yeah, it was.
But it works out well. It works out well.
Yeah.
The TV kid is here. Hello. What is your favorite Tom Hanks movie?
I think I might agree on Forrest Gump, although I don't think that's his best performance. He's really good in it. I would say that's my favorite film, but I think his best performance is probably Castaway.
Yeah, Yep, I love him in Castaway.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go Saving Private Ryan. I think I just really
Yeah,
love that movie.
yeah, yeah. That's a great one. Also, I've got to mention Captain Phillips. I think
mm,
that's a phenomenal film.
I was gonna say that his performance at the end of Captain Phillips when he breaks down is some of the
Yeah,
best acting I've ever seen. I think he's
yeah.
absolutely incredible in those last few minutes of that movie. Um, did you guys like Cartoon Network as kids?
Yeah, I didn't watch it tons, but I watched some things on there.
I'm
Yeah,
trying. I'm trying to remember what was on there. I think Ed, Ed and Eddie was because I used to watch that a lot as a kid.
Ed, Ed and Eddie. There was Fairly Odd Parents, I think, was on there.
Yes, I vaguely remember that one.
Hmm.
I think I was a bit more Nickelodeon because I used to watch SpongeBob a
Yeah.
lot.
Hmm. I was more CBBC than anything else.
Oh yeah, CBBC. What was on that? I can't even remember. I
Sarah
did.
Jane Adventures.
Yes, of
I,
course. I
I,
didn't have like the big green logo in the corner or something.
yeah. And they had a lot of like game shows, like kids game shows on there, which I used to watch a lot.
Yeah, I think I do remember that now you're saying it. Um, rank all the Hunger Games and Twilight film. I haven't seen the Twilight films.
I have.
You know what? After you saw the 50 Shades by yourself, I thought you might
Yeah.
have.
Do you know what? I know I'm gonna get destroyed for this. I don't think any of the Twilight films are that bad. I don't think they're particularly great, but I don't hate them. I mean, I can't really rank all the Twilight films though. I haven't seen them in like 10 years. I don't mean I've seen them recently. I
Yeah,
literally did watch them as a kid. But Hunger Games is easy for me. It's Catching Fire, Mockingjay Part One, first Hunger Games, then Mockingjay Part Two.
yeah. For me, the Hunger Games just gets progressively worse with each one. For me, I think.
Mm.
Um, so yeah,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I only found out the other day that the guy who did those the last three Hunger Games films also directed I Am Legend. I didn't know that.
Really?
Yeah,
To be fair, I didn't know that either.
and Red Sparrow, which
Oh yeah, I did. I did actually see Red Sparrow.
oh,
Mm,
I think I dropped out for a
Yeah,
second.
yeah.
Okay.
It's all right. I think we're back now.
Mhm.
Yeah, I did actually see Red Sparrow. That was a weird film.
Yeah.
Um, this is interesting. Do you like the Call of Duty scene from the American Office when they're playing Call of Duty? Have you seen that bit yet?
I have not seen that bit.
Oh,
I don't know when it occurs, but I'm only halfway through season two.
it's season 3, so you're not far off it. It's
Okay.
quite good.
Well, I'll look out for it.
It's good. There's so many iconic moments in that show. I love it. Um, have either of you watched Mr. Robot? This is something I really want to watch.
It is a phenomenal show,
Mm,
especially the last season. So the first three seasons are all amazing, but season four, it stuck the landing. I think it came out in 2019, the final season. I think it was my favorite season of that year.
mhm.
It was just so good.
I've heard nothing but amazing things. Is it Rami Malek? Am I
Yes. Yeah.
thought it was.
And I know he's a best actor winner now, but he's better in Mr. Robot than he was in Bohemian Rhapsody.
I've heard that. I have heard that. To be fair, I really liked him in Bohemian Rhapsody, but I
Yeah,
think
me too.
again, I think all the fans sort of carried him to that award a lot.
Mhm. Yeah.
um, I have not. I've got to answer this one because it's come up a few times. I have not checked out Once Upon a Time yet because I'm still finishing Better Call Saul, and I am going to do Mad Men next. So you're probably gonna. I will get to it, I promise, but it's probably going to take me a while. Um, have you seen Palmer? I have not. Do you know this movie?
I do not. No, I've never heard of it.
Um, I remember seeing Thanos in the post-credit scenes of the Avengers, thinking, "Who's that eggplant?"
Yeah, he does look because I mean I recently watched it again in 4K and he does look quite different in the first Avengers. You can't see loads of him. You see the side of his face and he does look quite different.
I like seeing how different each, how the purple sort of changes for each one. He almost looks pink by the time you get to Infinity War.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, Iron Man 3 was the first Marvel movie I saw in the cinema. Oh, fair enough. A few people use. Okay, this is interesting. Would you ever call Iron Man 3 a Christmas movie?
No. If I don't call Die Hard a Christmas movie, I'm not going to call Iron Man 3 a Christmas movie.
I don't think I call it a Christmas movie, but I do like watching it Christmas time because obviously it's set during the winter. A lot of Christmas themes going on, a lot of Christmas music in it.
Yeah, I get it, but unless Christmas is like a central plot, I don't really call it a Christmas film. Like, I know a lot of people disagree with me, and a lot of people do think Die Hard's a Christmas film. But if you put it in the summer, really, and it was just any other type of party, the film wouldn't really change that much.
Yeah, no,
that's the way I look at it.
Yeah. Favorite box set in your collection?
Is it a cheat if I say the Infinity Saga?
Oh yeah, of course. No. If you didn't pick that, I'd be disappointed.
Yeah. It just feels like almost a bit of a cheat to say that now.
Yeah.
I've got to say that.
I still can't believe you've got it. That's crazy. It's such a crazy box to me. It's like one that I could only dream of having. Like, to be fair, I wouldn't know where to put it.
Yeah, that's
You've got it in like an ideal spot, like on a nice little stand there. It looks really nice. Whereas I don't know where I'd put something like that. I think for me, it'd actually be my Spider-Man Legacy box set. I just really like that little set. Favorite superhero film in general?
Well, Dark Knight for me.
I still want to go Endgame.
Yeah.
I think I might go Endgame. When we're talking about our favorite films of 2018 superhero films, we forgot about Venom.
Oh. Well, that should have been nominated for Best Picture, clearly.
That was such a weird movie.
Venom. I want to get hyped for the Uncharted film. Venom is the reason why I can't, because it's the same director.
Yeah. That film just wasn't good. It wasn't good. I haven't played the Uncharted game, so I'm sort of at a disadvantage of getting hyped for that film instantly. But yeah, I can't imagine it being great under his belt.
No.
Most intense ending for a film?
Ooh. I do have an answer for this, but what's the film called? I think it's called United 93. It's about the hijacking of the planes when they flew into the Twin Towers.
Oh, right.
But you see it from the point of view of the passengers, and the film ends literally as they're wrestling with the terrorists, and it just ends as the plane smashes into the floor in the towers, and it's just it's not my favorite ending, obviously, to a film, but it is probably the most intense ending.
Yeah. I can't even think. I don't think I'll be able to top that. I think maybe 7. I remember watching the ending of that film just being a bit brutal, and it was a bit like, oh my god, that's a bit mental.
I love that film.
Yeah. Yes, I forgot. My girlfriend absolutely loves Pokemon.
I haven't actually seen that film.
No, I have seen it because I've seen most. I've honestly nearly seen all of the Disney classic films because there's 57 now. Because I think I've got them on my letterbox and I've seen like 48 of them, but I just haven't seen Pocahontas in like got to be at least 10 years. My theory is that the Batman is set in the future of 2019's Joker, and Batman is going to be portrayed as a psycho in the new movie because of the traumatic events of Joker. I don't think so.
Hasn't it already been confirmed that it's set in the 90s?
Oh, I think you're right, actually. Because I'm pretty sure that Matt Reeves has said it is standalone. It's not connected to anything.
Yeah, so I wouldn't agree with this theory in general. Because I do think it is very much standalone, but I'm also pretty sure that he said it's in the 90s.
Yeah, I think you're right. I do remember this now. And I don't really want anything to be connected to Joker. I'm fine with that just staying as a standalone film.
Yeah. So am I, but also with the money it made, I wouldn't be surprised if we get something.
I think we'll get a sequel.
Yeah.
Do you agree with Andrew Garfield should have won Best Actor for Hacksaw Ridge over Casey Affleck for Manchester by the Sea? I haven't seen Manchester by the Sea, and I can't really remember who was going up for Best Actor in. I think it was 2018. This,
Mm-hmm. That
but
is a hard one.
yeah, I'll see if I can get up who was going up for Best Actors. I'm in 2018 because I'm guessing that's what it was. Because I loved Hacksaw Ridge, so I'd be very tempted to agree with that.
Yeah, I love both films though. I think they're both amazing. I don't know I don't know though. I think Casey Affleck was so good.
Yeah,
So I'm going to say probably not, but it is a very hard one.
it wasn't 2018. See if it's 2017.
Could have been, yeah.
It was. Well, Ryan Gosling for La La Land was going up for Best Actor.
I think, yeah, I might have to choose him, not just because I love the film. I think that's my favorite Ryan Gosling performance.
I think I'd agree. I think I actually would agree, Andrew Garfield. I think I would. Favorite Tom Hanks performance?
Haven't we already done this one?
Oh, we have, yes, because I said, Ryan.
Yeah, and I say Castaway.
That is right. We have done that one. What did you think of the rumors going around about Chris Marshall taking over the role after Jodie Whittaker leaves Doctor Who? I swear these were the rumors when Capaldi left. Chris Marshall, his name comes up.
Yeah, it does, and there've been so many rumors, and I don't believe any of them. It's every time there's been rumors after every Doctor since David Tennant has left. There's been rumors for Doctors, and none of them have turned out to be true. So I don't believe it. But if it turned out to be true, then I'd be fine with it. But I don't believe it.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. It's I like the Doctor being an unknown actor as well. I'd rather I like not knowing them. Did you hear the rumor about Darkry Monte? I can't pronounce that. May play the new Wolverine, and Tom Cruise may replace Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man in Doctor Strange 2. The Tom Cruise thing I can't see at all.
No, it won't happen.
No, and I'm not sure on that actor for the Wolverine.
I know. I don't know who that is.
I don't really care to see Wolverine too soon again because he was such a main focus in the Fox ones. I'd rather see like what's his name? The guy who shoots the lasers out of his eyes. I can't think of his name. Cyclops. Yes, right. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's right. I'd like to see more of him or Gambit. I loved Gambit in the comics.
Yeah,
he's he appeared in Origins. Who cares about that? So I'd rather see some of these characters.
I don't think that we will see any X-Men for a few years still.
No.
I mean, Kevin Feige said back in 2018, I think, that we wouldn't see them for 5 years, and I believe him. So we're still more than 2 years away. I mean, we'll see Fantastic Four. I'm still hoping that we see like John Krasinski in WandaVision, but X-Men I don't think we'll get for a while.
No, and I'd quite happily see the Fantastic Four before the X-Men, just because they've been done so dirty in the past, and I really want them to get a good film because they are a good set of characters. Yeah, and I want to see Doctor Doom get introduced and stuff. So, hey, but we'll see. Geordie Paul is here. Can confirm that Darkman is a great movie. I own the trilogy on Blu-ray, although Liam Neeson is the only lead in the first one.
Nice.
Okay, I've been asked this question a few times in live streams. I never know how to answer it, so I'm going to put it to you.
Okay.
If there was a story based on you, which actor would you like to play you?
Domhnall Gleeson.
Yeah. To be fair, I can see that.
I think he's a great actor.
He really is. He really is. I always loved him from like just seeing him in little things like when he had small scenes in Harry Potter and then of course
Mm,
Hux in Star Wars. But About Time, that film,
yes,
so
amazing.
good. My recommendations to you guys are Signs and Only the Brave. Have you seen? I'm guessing you've probably seen. Have you seen Signs?
I've seen Signs. Yeah, I haven't seen Only the Brave, but I like Signs. I think it's maybe my second favorite M. Night film.
Hmm.
I don't know. I mean, the top three, it's easily Sixth Sense, Signs, and Unbreakable.
Yeah, I'm not great with M Night Shyamalan. I've seen obviously the Unbreakable trilogy, and then I've seen Last Airbender, The Happening.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure there's another one that I've seen, and it's another bad one.
yeah. There's quite a few bad ones.
Yeah.
Um, I wanna be excited for his new film because it sounds interesting and the trailer was good, but I do not trust him.
No, no. To be fair, I didn't mind Glass that much. I know some people
Mm,
really hated Glass, and
yeah, I
I
didn't mind it.
no, it was fine. Favorite British movie?
Off the top of my head, Train Spotting. Or, well, Train Spotting 2, I guess, because I slightly prefer that one.
Mm, I must admit, the Trainspotting films did come to my head. Also, The Italian Job comes to my head.
Ooh, love that, yeah.
I do really like that movie. Uh,
Hmm. I watched Shallow Grave last night. What a fantastic film.
oh, I'm pleased you liked it. I really enjoyed that movie.
Yes,
It was.
I think it's slightly underrated because I know people like it now that I've looked at reviews, but I don't really hear anyone talking about it.
I think it's Danny Boyle's best film after the Trainspotting films.
Hmm. Yeah, it's great.
Also, what are your thoughts on the Gangster #1 trailer I suggested to you? I have not watched it still.
Well, I've watched it because Jake asked me to, and it looks fine. I mean, it looks interesting. So I might watch the film. I like who's involved, but yeah,
Mm.
pretty good.
Um, I'm sort of picking and choosing with the comments here, guys, because there's a lot, and we're only going to go till 1:30. We've only got half an hour.
It flies by.
Yep. Movies that you wished you hadn't removed from your shelf. Oh, well, have you ever removed any films from your shelf and sort of regretted or?
No, no, I generally keep stuff. I'm running out of room, but
Mm,
I generally keep stuff unless I've like got the 4K or something and
yeah.
upgraded.
See, the ones that I'm in an R in over, I do keep. They're just stashed away somewhere. The only ones that I sold are like films which are terrible, and I don't regret them because they're bad movies.
Yeah,
So there isn't really. There's some I regret taking off because I've put them back on. Like I took the Social Network off, and then I thought maybe I shouldn't have done that. That's quite a good movie. Um, do you guys have any Marvel Legends? Is it? I don't know what that means. Is that like a game?
mm, I'm not sure, so I'm going to say no.
Okay, this is interesting. Rank The Lion King, Interstellar, and The Shining. Very odd
Ooh,
combination
that is an odd combination. Hmm.
because they're all brilliant.
Well, two of them are.
I'm trying to figure what one you're not keen. Interstellar? So
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah, I think it's Nolan's second worst film.
Oh, we disagree on that one then.
Yeah, a lot of people do. Yeah. Um,
See, I think I'd go in that order. I think I'd go Lion King, Interstellar, Shining.
Interesting. I would go The Shining, Lion King, Interstellar, but the Shining and Lion King are so close, so
Yeah.
close.
I again, I think Lion King just takes it for nostalgia.
Yeah.
I loved that movie growing up. Um, what do you guys think will come after 4K Blu-rays? Well, isn't 8K next?
Yeah, it is, but I don't know if they'll go that far. I really don't, because as much as we might not like to admit it, people aren't buying physical media as much nowadays. Uh,
Yeah.
like we are, but the general audience, like the general consumer, isn't.
Mhm.
And a brand new 4K release is £25.
Yeah.
If they release 8K for 35 or something,
Yeah.
I don't see anyone paying that.
No. It's like for example, like with the new generation game consoles, like the games have gone up even more, and I see
Yeah,
people complaining about that, and it will be the same with films.
yeah,
So we'll see. Favorite comedy? Mine would be Dumber and Dumber. Um,
that's a good one.
See, I've actually never been a fan of Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, I
I don't
like it.
know. Yeah, I don't know why. I've just never been huge on that one.
Mm,
I think I'd go like the Cornetto films. I love Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead. They sort of hit a real sweet spot with me.
they are amazing. I've got to go Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I'm
Hmm.
gonna say. It's an amazing
I
film.
haven't seen that. I haven't seen it.
It's such a good film.
Yeah, maybe I will put that on my to watch list. That one.
And anytime, I don't know why, but anytime I'm feeling like sick or something, I always stick that film on. It's just such a good time.
Yeah, I might have to check that one out. To be honest, you're sort of selling me on it, I must say. What is your favorite Blu-ray in your collection? I'm guessing this is just individual, like not box set.
Yeah, but is this in terms of packaging or film? Because if it's film,
Ooh,
then it's easy, but I don't know about packaging.
good point. Um,
Okay. Well, I mean, if it's film, then it's either 2001: A Space Odyssey or Back to the Future.
mhm.
As we discussed earlier, in terms of packaging, I might go Marriage Story. I've only got 4 criterions, but Marriage Story is an
Mm.
amazing package.
Yeah, yeah. Do you know what? I do love My Marriage Story. Although, I think maybe The Irishman for packaging. I really like the packaging on that one. Actually, come to think of it.
But I really like that. I just like the fact that in Marriage Story you get the letters with it as well.
I think I am leaning towards Marriage Story a bit now as well. But I want to come up with something else. But I can't really see anything else.
Mm.
um, this is fun fact. The guy who directed the first Hunger Games film, his father, who was a mass shooter. Oh,
Yeah.
not sure I'd say fun facts.
No, not a fun fact. It's like Woody Harrelson's dad is like a serial killer or something, I believe.
Oh, really? Jeez,
Yeah. Hmm.
did not know that. Um, do either of you have much anime?
No, I don't.
I've just got the Studio Ghibli films, and that's
Yeah.
me and anime done, really.
I need to get into those. I've only seen. I decided a few weeks ago that I was going to sit down and watch all of them, and I've currently watched one, which was their first one, I believe. Now I don't even know how to pronounce it. Now
Yeah,
or something.
I don't own that one, and I haven't seen that one. Um, how was that one? I've heard that one's kind of a bit.
Yeah, I didn't love it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought it was okay.
yeah. My favourites that I've seen are Spirited Away, My Neighbor Totoro, and
Yeah.
when Marnie was here. They're like the three that
Yeah.
I really liked.
If I'd known I was only going to watch one in like 2 months, I probably would have watched one of those instead.
Yeah. I'm sort of watching them in a random order, to be fair. I'm just getting all over the place with them. Worst Christmas movie you've seen? Mine would be Four Christmases. Such a boring film.
I do have a list right here. So the bottom of my list. Oh no! Oh, I don't know if people are going to agree with me. Jim Carrey's "How the Grinch That Stole Christmas." Is that the name of it? How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Not a
Oh,
massive fan of it,
let's
but
see.
I haven't seen that many bad Christmas films. I don't really. If I've heard that a Christmas film's bad, in general I just won't watch it.
I'm just thinking things like Home Alone 4 or just
Yeah, yeah.
trash like that.
That probably would be it for me, but I haven't seen any of the sequels.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I think that's the best I can do on that, to be fair, as well. Um, do you like the director swap questions? Well, yeah, I mean, they were good fun.
Yeah.
I like Venom because the humor in it was my type of humor, and I think the type of comedic relief is what made me like the movie. I just found Venom a bit boring, to be honest. It seemed like ages before the Venom come out in Tom Hardy.
Yeah, it was a while, and some of the dialogue so bad.
Yeah, the lobster scene.
Yeah.
I don't know what they were thinking with that one. that was truly terrible.
I hope the new one's good, but I don't know. It's got Andy Serkis is directing it, so I'm interested to see it.
Did you watch Mowgli that he directed?
I did. Yeah, I wasn't a massive fan of that film.
No, I didn't mind it, but
I didn't mind it, but I didn't like it that much.
Yeah,
I thought it was all right.
This is interesting. That's the Killing Joke series. Joke kills it. I thought that was the movie, The Killing Joke. Was there a TV series on The Killing Joke that I'm unaware of?
Not heard of one.
Okay, this is interesting. Sky have announced a TV series in 2022 about Boris from when he became Prime Minister through to COVID. And Kenneth Branagh is going to be playing him. So I didn't realise it was about him becoming Prime Minister through to I thought it was just all about when COVID hit and how he reacted. I thought it was all going to be about that.
Yeah, that's what I'd heard. It might focus mainly on that. I just think it's too soon. I
think it's too soon. But the thing is, I was sort of right about it, and it was meant to be about his reaction to the virus, but he didn't really react very quickly.
No.
So it's like
we didn't.
So if it's like a 4-part episode, is he just going to be sitting about for the first 2 episodes?
Yeah. He'll be getting out of bed 5 minutes before his press conferences, not brushing his hair.
He didn't even turn up to half of them, did he? The cabinet meetings or something about it. So
yeah. Kenneth Branagh to play him is an interesting choice, though.
Yeah,
I'll watch it when it comes out. It might be a good one.
I am interested.
Yeah.
Favorite Jedi Master.
I'm gonna let you go first on this one.
I really like Qui-Gon as a master. He's pretty good with his apprentices. Yeah, I think I'll go Qui-Gon.
I hate to copy you, but I think I might have to. I was thinking Qui-Gon. Yeah.
It's one of those things where people always want to go like Obi-Wan, but it's like, well, his apprentice did turn to the dark side and murder all of the Jedi. Was he that good of a master? Chris Marshall is always suggested after a goal. Well, it seems like the last 2, he's been the front runner both times now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is interesting. Pick one of these as a pet: Baby Yoda, Toothless, Baby Groot, or Wally. See, I want to say Baby Yoda because he's so adorable, but Toothless, he can fly about on that guy. I mean,
that's a good point. Yeah.
But he's a bit big, isn't he?
Like, I wouldn't pick Baby Groot. He's cute, but I probably wouldn't pick Wally either. He's cute, but I don't know how I'd feel about him as a pet.
Yeah.
I might just have to go Baby Yoda, I think.
Yeah, I want to say Baby Yoda, but I don't know. I'd like to go for a ride on a dragon.
That would be fun, yeah.
See you later, film flick. I mean, he actually went 15 minutes ago. That's how far behind on the comments we are. Just as a heads up, guys, we are already going to go till past, so I can't lie. We probably won't get through all the comments here, but we're going to keep pushing forward. I have not watched The Sopranos. Have you watched The Sopranos, Alex?
I have. Such a great show. It really is.
Yeah. I've heard it's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm guessing this is, do you prefer Tenet or The Rise of Skywalker?
Okay. I mean, we might disagree. Well, I think we will disagree on this one because I'm saying Rise of Skywalker.
Okay, I'm going to go Tenet.
Yeah, I thought you probably would.
Yeah. I imagine I'm not huge on Tenet though, as most people know.
Mhm.
Um, Objectively perfect movies. I think one you mentioned earlier, 2001, is a great choice for that.
Yes. I would just like to say though, there isn't such a thing as an objective opinion.
No, no, there's not really. An opinion's an opinion, isn't
Yeah.
it?
If you're asking, like, I mean, the correct thing would be subjectively perfect movies.
Mhm,
So films that we think are perfect.
mhm,
Um, yeah, 2001 and Back to the Future again.
mhm. Yeah.
Um,
Empire, maybe.
yeah.
Yeah.
All
Uh,
of the films in my top 10, really, I don't have any complaints with.
yeah. Have you seen Battle Royale? This is a film which I was very interested in picking up on Arrow. So
Mm.
I'm curious. Have you seen this one?
I haven't, no, but I would like to because it's basically the Hunger Games, really, isn't it? But a more
Mm,
gritty version.
yeah.
So I would like to see it.
I think there's a foreign film as well. I'm not too sure. I just
Yeah,
remember I just remember
it is.
thinking it sounds cool.
Yeah, and there's a really nice box set of it coming out soon.
Oh, there is actually. I've seen this. I don't think I'll be buying it because I saw it's quite expensive.
Yeah.
Netflix or Disney Plus? I think with Star, I'm going to lean towards Disney Plus now. Actually.
I'm still gonna say Netflix because I think Netflix, the amount of great original TV shows they
Mm,
have, I'm gonna go Netflix. But like we were saying, a year or two, I could easily say Disney Plus.
yeah, that's fair. I can completely agree with that. Um, what's your favorite action flicks? For me, John Wick sort of just sprung to mind with that one.
Yeah, John Wick, and I think. I think I mean, I know my past, my two favorite action films of the last decade were Mad Max Fury Road and
Mm,
Mission Impossible Fallout.
hmm
I'm tempted to say that they might be all time favorite action ones. I can't think of any
Yeah.
which I'd actually put over those. Yeah.
I think of Pixar. I love Mad Max. Fantastic choice.
Mhm.
Are there any directors who you wish would stop making movies? Um, I don't think I'd say stop making movies. I don't
Yeah.
think because you never know. Some of these directors, for example, I don't really care to see J.J. Abrams films much anymore, but you never know. He might pull a film out that I absolutely love next. So,
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because I'm kind of with you because something like this, like if
mhm,
a director makes a film that you don't want to see, like this guy, Paul W.S. Anderson,
mhm,
if he makes a film, you don't have to go and see it if it gets bad reviews or it doesn't look good to you. But you never know; he could make an amazing film.
exactly.
And so, I
Mm.
mean, some people like the Resident Evil film, so they're out there for some people.
Yeah, exactly. I completely agree. So it's say opinions are opinions. Thoughts on The Irishman not winning anything at last year's Oscars? Did it not win a single thing?
I don't think it did.
That's surprising. I couldn't remember that. I thought it surely won something, but
Yeah, I no, it didn't, and I can't think of a category where I would have made it win because I mean, I definitely wouldn't have put it for Best Picture. I'm glad it was nominated. I
Mhm.
wouldn't have put it to win.
No, no, I agree.
Um, the only other thing that slightly I could see is Best Actor for Robert De Niro or Al Pacino, but
Yeah,
but then I'm kind of glad that Joaquin Phoenix won, or I might have even picked Adam Driver over them for Marriage Story. So
yeah. That's who I wanted for Best Actor, Adam Driver. Yeah, yeah. Thinking about it, I think you're right there. Um, um, okay, I'm thinking of watching either all of Nolan's films or all of Tarantino's films. Which do you recommend?
personally, I would lean towards Tarantino, but
Hmm.
only very slightly. I think they've both. Yeah, I think Nolan has got more average films for me personally. The only
Hmm.
Tarantino film which I don't like is Death Proof.
Hmm.
Um, the rest of them I think are a minimum 8 out of 10. So I lean slightly Tarantino.
I'd agree with you. I just think there's a bit more character and a bit more flair to Tarantino movies. I think they're a bit more interesting. Have you seen The Man from Nowhere? It's a Korean action thriller. I have not seen this one.
I have not seen it either.
I've lost where I was with the comments. Okay, here we are. How much do you guys budget every month with Blu-rays? Well, I've been bad this month, and Alex just bought the Infinity Saga set.
The correct answer is I don't budget.
No.
Yeah, maybe I should, but I don't know. I don't.
Yeah, no,
I bank account. I'll buy something.
Yeah, I'm honestly exactly the same. When watching Venom, I remembered seeing it, and it was just under 2 hours. But when watching it, the credits scrolled around an hour and 35.
Really? Those are some long credits.
I don't remember. To be fair, I didn't sit there for the credits in that one because I heard the end credit scene was bad. So I got home, looked it up, and saw Woody Harrelson in Ronald McDonald's wig, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm pleased I didn't sit there just to see that.
Yeah, I mean, I did. I saw that scene. I don't think I sat through 25 minutes of credits to get there, though.
No.
It's awkward though when it's awkward when you're in a cinema screen and you know there's a post-credit scene and you want to watch it and the staff are in there trying to clean the cinema.
Yeah, I do feel bad. The worst ones are when you don't know if there is an end credit scene or not, and you're sat there like, do I wait or do I go?
Most films apart from comic book films, I just go, but sometimes there are some and then I hear about it afterwards, but unless it's a comic book film I usually just go.
I suppose you never know now though, because everyone's sort of caught on. Like, I remember like the Godzilla films and the Kong Skull Island have end credit scenes now. So they're all doing it. Arthur couldn't find your letterbox, Alex.
Okay, my letterbox is a Pitt 20.
Who's your favorite female animated character? Oh, crush. Oh, I don't know if I have a crush on an animated character too much.
No. I will say when I was younger, and I mean young, like when the film came out. So I was 8. Violet from The Incredibles.
Oh yeah.
That was when I was 8, not 24.
I don't know. I think it's just because they're animated. I've never really had an animated crush. I don't think.
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh, okay, I'll bring this one up for a laugh.
Okay.
Favorite human centipede movie? I would not sit through one of those.
No, I'm glad to say this is a franchise that I've not seen.
No. Wouldn't put it past you, Alex, but
maybe one day.
Lucas has returned.
Hello.
We're only going to go for another 7 minutes. We'll go till past. We'll have a cut-off time. I haven't seen this. Have you seen the Cobra Kai TV show that takes place?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it's such a good continuation. It really is.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting there. I've only watched the first Karate Kid film from this box set that was sent to me, so I really need to get on with it and watch the other 3.
Cobra Kai is easily the best thing after the first Karate Kid because the films just go down in quality. I don't mind the second one. Cobra Kai is really good.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm excited to get it. Everyone tells me it's amazing, to be fair. Have any of you seen the brand new Sonic movie? I think we've both seen it. Have you?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would not say it's the second best Jim Carrey film. I didn't like it that much.
No, I think Jim Carrey's got much better films under his belt.
Yes, I like easily right off the top of my head, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind and The Truman Show. Like in another league to Sonic.
I need to watch Eternal Sunshine. Ryan keeps trying to get me to watch it. The Truman Show is one of my favorite movies ever. I think I really, really love that film.
Yeah,
I did like Sonic though. I didn't think it was that bad. It was.
Yeah,
it's one of those.
Brand.
Yeah, I don't like saying this about films because it sort of means they're bad. But in this, there are a few exceptions to it where you do have to switch off a bit. And I think this is one of those.
Yeah.
Okay, we've actually nearly caught up with the comments. Surprisingly, I have skipped over a few though, just to get us near the end. um, movies that got progressively worse with each viewing.
I don't know if I have any off the top of my head.
I've got one in my head, but I really want to come up with something else because I really don't want to bash on this film. Yeah, you know what? I've just seen one here, an animated film. Maybe Finding Dory. I remember watching that in the cinema, thinking, this is kind of unnecessary." But I enjoyed it, and then I remember watching it at home, and then it gets to the end where they're driving a truck, and I'm like, "Oh, this is too far. This is too far."
Yeah, yeah, that bit is a bit too far. I honestly don't know if I've got an answer. I've got a few which get better on rewatch.
Oh yeah, I can do that much easier.
Yeah, but I don't think I've got one off the top of my head for worse.
No, I don't think I have either. Favorite Batman villain?
Joker?
Even though I'm sick of seeing him, it is the Joker.
Yeah.
Favorite documentary, film, or series?
I don't watch a ton of documentaries. I don't know. Some of the David Attenborough ones are really good.
I was going to say, it's got the David Attenborough ones are amazing.
Yeah, I like some of the ones that Disney Plus are doing though, like The Mandalorian behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Good. Now they're doing it for WandaVision. That should be good as well.
I really love because I'm a big Beatles fan. Martin Scorsese done a documentary on George Harrison. That was really good. Really enjoyed that.
Oh, he did one on Bob Dylan a couple of years ago. I like that film as well.
I need to watch that because I'm a big Dylan fan as well, so I think I'd really like that. Worst comic book movie? Maybe Howard the Duck.
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of bad ones, which I will have soon because I've decided this year is the year where I'm just going to go through every ranking that I've got on Letterboxd and just fill it out, just watch the movies that I need to see to complete rankings.
So I will. Some bad comic book ones there.
I know. But I love the bad ones. Like I haven't seen Howard the Duck. I haven't seen Catwoman, Daredevil, stuff like that.
Oh, I forgot about Catwoman. Jesus, yeah. It's weird. They're the superhero films I grew up with, like Catwoman, the original Fantastic Four films. It's like they're the one. That's why I never liked superhero films as a kid because I was showing them once.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, I haven't even seen something like Batman and Robin yet.
Yeah, that's bad movie.
Of the ones I've seen, I think I'm going to go for the mid-2000s Fantastic Four films.
Yeah, they're not very good. They're not very good.
Or the new Fantastic Four. That wasn't that good.
No, it's such strange. Fantastic Four have yet to get good films. Joe, you don't need to apologise. We're only it's your opinion.
Your opinion is very valid.
Thank you for coming by, Mitchell.
Yep, thank you.
Someone saying Superman 4 or Batman and Robin.
Yep, both of which I have not seen, but I've got them, so I will see them.
Yeah, it's funny. Batman and Robin would come on the telly the other day, and I said to my parents, "Have you seen this film?" And it was weird because we were talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger just before, and they were like, "No." I'm like, "Watch this." I just wanted to show them the Arnold Schwarzenegger scenes in it. Do you think cinemas should be banned? Because I really dislike them. I mean, this is a movie channel, so disliking cinemas is not going to be a popular opinion.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not. And if you don't like cinemas, I've got the easiest solution for you. Don't go to the cinema.
Confused Lucas as well. Right, we're only going to go for another minute, guys. We'll just do like this and then one more question, we'll say. Mando or Clone Wars? For me, that's pretty easy. I'm going Clone Wars all the way.
I think I might go Mandalorian.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think Clone Wars has higher highs, but there's a lot of stuff in Clone Wars as well that I just couldn't. I just found a bit boring.
That's fair. I just love love that. I love the prequel era. There's so
Mhm.
much cool stuff going on there. Yeah, I'm just gonna. I think that guy was just here to cause trouble, so we'll just block him.
Looks like.
Okay. Okay, Lucas just replying to him. Okay, here we go. Have you seen Collateral with Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx? I have not. Is this one that's just been announced getting a 4K? Am I right in saying that?
I'm not sure. I haven't heard that, but it could be.
Mm.
But I know Lucas is going to disagree because I saw that he watched this last month and didn't like it. I think Collateral is an amazing film.
Oh, okay.
And
I
Chris
hmm.
Stuckman agrees with me because he gave an A+. So
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I do like Chris Stuntman, to be fair. I do try to watch most of his videos. Which one is worse, Superman 4 or Batman and Robin? I actually haven't seen Superman 4, so
no, I haven't seen either, so I can't comment.
okay. We'll do this as the last one. Oh, okay. It's just some recommendations. Have you seen any of these Jake Gyllenhaal movies?
No. Well, I've seen Nocturnal Animals, and I like that film a lot. I haven't seen the other two.
I really become such a huge Jake Gyllenhaal fan. Like, I think he might be my favorite actor. I really love him in all his films. Fantastic. But anyway, I think we'll wrap up there. We said past, and we've just gone over. So, but before we go, I want to say thank you so much to everyone who come by, and thank you so much for coming on, Alex, and being my first guest. I've had an absolute blast.
Me too. Yeah, definitely.
And I'm really looking forward to not this Friday, but the following Friday, doing another live stream with you on your channel.
Yes, yes, but it's all specifically about WandaVision because I mean, if people ask other questions, we're not going to be rude. I'm sure we'll answer some other questions, but specifically because the final episode of WandaVision comes out that day, I specifically want to talk about that.
Yes, it's going to be really fun to just finally let it all out on the internet because I think we've all sort of held back a bit, waiting for it to end.
So if you haven't seen WandaVision, don't come to that. Don't come to it. Sorry.
No, unless you want it ruined. I mean, hey, we can do that.
Yeah.
Oh dear. But anyway, we'll end it there. Thank you so much, Alex, for coming by. Thank you for everyone else. It's been a blast. And hey, we'll be back next week for another episode. Well, thank you for watching, everyone, and I'll see you all later.
See you later.
Bye-bye.